Hello, everyone's. I am here for my review of The Have and the Have-Nots, Season 7, Episode 6. If you're new to my channel, welcome. If you're returning, you a family member, you one of my peoples, welcome back. Now, y'all, I know I'm asking too much to have Tyler make things make sense. Especially this whole situation with the cell phone. Where did he get this cell phone from? Because he was at home, got shot, got brought to the hospital, had surgery. Now he's sitting up and he has a phone in his hand. Now, David didn't grab the phone from the crime scene because that is crime scene evidence, I'm assuming. So where is Jim getting this phone from? That's one thing. How is it that Jim got shot with a non-lethal weapon, went into surgery, had surgery, and now he is sitting up? Like, we didn't take him to recovery. He didn't rest for a minute. He's not in ICU. He's not in any of these things. Now, I know this is a scripted show, but like, make it make sense. Have him go into ICU for a minute, hooked up to an intubation tube until he's better. Don't have him go straight from surgery to bam, he's sitting up and he's the old Jim, and the only thing he has on to show that he is hurt is a sling around his arm. So, for my mind, for this to make sense to your girl, I'm just going to assume that everything that happened in the past, that's voided out. We coming into the new season anew. Like when Catherine got shot last season, that no longer happened. Now it is that Wyatt shot above her head, and she had enough core strength to ricochet her body back or throw her body back into the tub to make it seem like she was shot to throw Wyatt off. She had all that. She had enough time to think about, okay, he finna shoot me. So as soon as I hear that boom, even I know it's that fast, I gotta throw myself back into the tub. Jim, we seen him get shot in the stomach last season. No, I think it was the stomach. So if I'm wrong, y'all correct me on that. But now he getting shot in the shoulder. Yeah, so, yeah, and then Tyler Perry World, Jim, he got some kind of healing powers to where he can get beat up by, what's his name, Benny, one episode, and the next episode he's fine. Now, over in this, we voiding out last season how Candace put the money in Benny's account. Now this season, it's in Candace's account. Okay, this is what we gonna do over here. This is how we deal with things over here. Even though what's the name? David got his whole back blown off last season. This season, even though it's only been a few days, he has the ability to run around, get into shootouts, do all of these things. He even got into the pool to drown Veronica. Bandages and all. But he's still up walking around, ain't got no infection on his back. So, and for my mind to make it make sense, even though it doesn't, or try to make it make sense, I'm just going to assume that Tyler has voided everything else that has happened, and we coming in anew. That's certain things that make sense to me. They can try to make it make sense to me. Now, Hannah, she over here pleading for Benny's life. Please, this is my son. Please don't do this. Begging Jim. Candace is looking like, do not be begging this man. Just don't be doing it. That is beneath you. He wants you to grovel towards him. Don't be doing that. And of course, Jim, he is loving seeing Hannah have to beg for Benny's life. He is just loving this a little bit too much. And Mitch, he pulls Candace to the side like, hey, my people, they was able to get the license plate, so we didn't found out where this dude stay at. We can go get Benny. Now this fool Jim is wanting Hannah to call him Mister, which is sounding too much like Master to me, and I was not here for it. Like, call me Mr. Jim. Like, why did he call you Mr. Jim for? Now, see, this is when Hannah, when she was with Candace. Okay, we gonna talk it the way. I'ma go on there, I'ma hold down that doggone so arm of his, and you gonna grab that phone, we gonna call that dude, and we gonna let him know whatever price Jim paying you, we gonna double it, because we got his $8 million in our account. You wanna make a deal or not? Because I'm pretty sure he not offering you no millions. We can offer you $4 million right here, because didn't Catherine already tell Hannah she can keep that money? Keep that money. Catherine already gave you that money. So you can go ahead and give kidnapper dude, I'm going to give you some now. you know, for my son. And once my son is, you know, recovered, I'll give you the other half. And we can just go ahead and kick Jim all the way out of this. Get him real good in that shoulder area where he hurting at. Get him right here where that bullet hit. Get his tail. Now, Marty, he goes down to the jail to talk to Catherine. And she's like, oh, my goodness. I can't even make funeral arrangements for Jim right now. I'm so, whoa. She doing all those things even though she can't stand Jim, which just didn't make sense to me. He's like, Jim not dead? She's like, what? Hey, no, Jim is up and about and raising hell as always. But he the same Jim. That man ain't going nowhere. He too evil to die. And I was like, well, he didn't say that, but that's what I'm thinking. I was like, yeah. She wondering when she can get out of jail. He's like, I'm gonna try to bail you out now, but it's not looking good. Like on top of all the things that was going on, like the Salison family, Jennifer Salison's family has filed a wrongful death suit against you, and they can take you for everything that they got, for everything that you got. So you may want to be moving some money around. And she doesn't have any friends. The only people she have in her life is Jim. She can't stand him, and Wyatt, who just tried to kill her. So who I'm gonna give this money to? And she's like, I'm gonna give it to him. And he's like, the maid, my friend, the maid, my friend. Like, do you trust her? She's my friend. Of course I trust her. I'm like, okay. See, this will be good because once the money is into Hannah's hand and she can hover that over Jim's face, like, you know, your wife put all her money in my hands. I'm her power of attorney. You know that, right? So you ain't got no money no more, Jim. What you gonna do? I still don't understand where that $20 million that Catherine gave him went. But I guess since that was a few seasons ago, we're not worrying about that now. We in a new season where, you know, only thing that counts is things that didn't happen to this season, I guess. Now, Broderick, he go down to jail because he want to see Catherine. I'm like, first of all, she in jail. You just can't, I want to see Catherine. You got to wait for visiting hours, don't you? Now, I'm not even sure if she's able to have visitors because, you know, she's in jail, but, like, I'm not even going to pretend to know how jail is. Is she in a holding cell or what? Is this what's going on, that she's in a holding cell waiting to go to her cell, or she was already in a holding cell and this is a cell she's going to be in? I still don't understand why the men and the women are in the cell together, but I guess in order for them to have this interaction, they have to be in the cell across from each other. But anyways, I'm sorry, y'all. Somebody called right quick. Where was I at? Oh, yeah. So I'm guessing she's in the holding cell. I don't know. But either way, Broderick, you got to wait till visiting hours to call her. And no, you can't just can I leave you a note and give it to her? I'm like, no, sir. Like, I'm just going to assume, since you've been into some criminalistic activities, and I know criminalistic is not a word, but if y'all new to my channel, I tend to make words up like criminalistic. Like, Broderick, he's been into some criminalistic activities, so I'm pretty sure he's been to jail. So I'm pretty sure he knows that you just can't show up to the jail and just ask to speak to Catherine. But then again, this is Tyler Perry land, and they may have let this ride, but I don't know. So as he's, you know, telling the lady, you know, he's a friend of Catherine's, Marty works up and is like, you want Catherine Carr? He's like, yeah, I'm a friend of hers, yada, yada, yada. I work at the hotel, I'm about to say the Hotel Cortez, and I know that it's not it. But, you know, I work at the hotel and all that good stuff. I just wanted to leave a message with her. He's like, well, I'm not going to see her again today. But, I mean, I can, you know, relay a message to her. And he's like, well, where I'm staying at is bad reception, but here's the landline number. And he's looking like, do you live in a loft? Is this Wyatt's old loft? And he's like, yeah. So he's looking like, that's what you got going on. Now, I'm guessing maybe Marty just has a really good memory, because there is days that I don't even remember my own phone number. I have to be like, I know it's this, but it's because I don't have to give my number out like that for real, because everybody that needs my number has my number. So it's like, ooh, what's my number again? Oh, yeah. So I'm guessing Marty, he has a good memory. I don't know. Now, George comes in to talk to Wyatt, and Wyatt's like, Oh, when you gonna get me out? He's still, sweating, scratching, and shaking like a crackhead that he is, even though he on heroin. But crackhead sounds so much better, don't it? But anyways, like, okay, when I'm gonna get out? He's like, I have immunity. He's like, you have immunity for the Castillo case. He's like, so you shot your mom and daddy. Will have immunity. You have immunity for that one case. That don't mean that you can just be out here committing different crimes and you're gonna get off on it. That's not how it works. Now he talking about something. You tricked me. No. They gave you and told you we gonna give you immunity. Testify against your mom and daddy about this Castillo case. But then you ran off and shot your mom and daddy. This is a whole nother case. I can't do nothing for you. Oh, I'm not going to testify again. He's like, well, I don't really need your testimony because I have enough evidence to take your parents down. Now he wondered, are they going to testify against me for shooting me? He's like, I don't know. They probably are because you did shoot them and you raggedy. And you a dolphin. All those things added up now. But see, they wouldn't be in this whole situation if they had let Wyatt, pay for his crimes a long time ago. None of these things would have happened. If they had been like, okay, you didn't, ran Benny down and that little girl down and let him pay for his crimes, then they didn't pay for his crimes. And then Wyatt wouldn't have got out, made a deal with Jennifer Sallister, got his money, got high and almost OD'd. It looked like he was dead. Catherine wouldn't have been mad and she wouldn't have shot Jennifer Sallister. She wouldn't be in jail for that. If, they had let him pay for his crime, Wyatt would be in jail and he wouldn't have had the opportunity to shoot at you and shoot at Jim. So you wouldn't even be in jail right now if y'all had to let Wyatt pay for, if they had to let Wyatt pay for the crime. See, like, you up there trying to save Wyatt and you didn't end up committing the crime because you didn't thought his old raggedy dolphin tail didn't overdose. And he wouldn't have shot you. All of those things. So we moving over there to David's house. Now, y'all, I'm not really sure what Veronica's whole point of showing up with a bullhorn causing the scene at David's house, because clearly the neighborhoods that y'all live in, the people don't care what's going on. Case in point. When Benny got stabbed, Hannah came outside, found him, was yelling. We didn't see nobody come out, nobody come over to see what's going on. When those 30 dudes jumped the fence at what's her name? Veronica's house, nobody called the police. Nobody did none of those things. Nothing. When David got his back blown off and Erica got killed, we didn't see a neighbor walk by to be nosy when there was police out there. None of those things. But you expect them to come out and look when you out here shouting at David? Now, that just didn't make sense to me. So David, he didn't had enough of her. He didn't come outside and he brought some files and he like, look at here, woman. I'll take us all down to save my son. I got some files on you, baby. And she's like, I have some files too. So David calls Jordan and tells him, I have some info on Veronica. So, and he calls Marty like, Marty, I need to speak with Catherine. Don't let her speak with anybody until she speaks with me. All right. I was like, okay, David, what we gonna do? What we doing now? I need to know. Because even though I want Catherine, that's not her name, Veronica. I want Veronica to go to jail for a while and we see her in jail either running the girls or getting run by the girls. This is what I want. I could see, I would love a good season of her in jail, her scratching and surviving and all the things that she has to do. I would love to see that. I really would. I don't want her to always get away with things. Just like I don't want Jim to always get away with things. I want Jim to go to jail and be on, sitting on the yard too. Not so much as Catherine, even though, she did cover up Wyatt running down Benny and that little girl. But, her and David, I'm kind of cool with. Now, David, he has been working my nerves, like getting doggone to Celine fired from her job just because she wants to see the father of her kids and see when you gonna run me this money for this child support. But I would be so here for David going to jail and being in jail for a while, for doggone it trying to get old girl to get the that evidence to him, and I would love to see Veronica go to jail. I really would. So we had this little scene with Madison and Jeffrey, and basically Madison is trying to have Jeffrey like, look at my body, look at all of my body, I know you want my body, and all these other things. So yeah, that was the gist. If I left anything out, by all means, leave a comment below. If you're new to my channel, welcome. Feel free to subscribe. It is free all day, every day, free 99. Make sure your notifications are on so my beautiful face puts up a video, you can click on it, you can like it, you can share it with your people, and you can come over and be one of my people. If you are already a family member and one of my peoples, welcome back. Y'all know what to do. Tell your people to tell their people to come over and be one of my peoples by clicking that icon above. This is Lady T signing off. Have a good one.